Good morning or good evening, depending on when it is you're watching this. Welcome to another Final Fantasy XIV music stream. I'm still setting up the last few things over here, last few messages, and then should be ready to embark on today's journey. As you can see outside, right now there are a lot of clouds in front of the sky. It did get slightly cooler now this week, or for the weekend. It was hot again this week, but now it's getting slightly better. But there are a lot of small thunderstorms around. Maybe there will be one during the stream, but the chances are very slim right now. But you never know, they can appear quite quickly. And also because the sun is behind the clouds are in front of the sun. There isn't really much sunlight in my room right now, but that can change pretty quickly if the sun decides to come back out again. So the camera might be overlit at times. So I think everything should be about set up right now. So let's switch over to the game, and I just noticed I did forget something. That's to turn on the camera. There we go. The one thing I forgot to do, to turn on the camera. But there we are. Welcome to another weekly Final Fantasy XIV music stream, where I go through all of this week's amazing cover tracks that got released throughout the internet from Final Fantasy XIV music creators. I'm doing this every week, with a few tiny exceptions, and I will get to that later. The one thing I do, however, every time I start such a stream is to go through this week's official music news for Final Fantasy XIV, and there have been so many music news. So let's get into it right now. The official Final Fantasy XIV music news for this week. First of all, we have the release of the new Primals album, Back in the Ring. It is out now to buy over in Japan physically, or you can get it digitally over in Europe and North America. Obviously, I had to get a copy myself already. And it's not fake, it's here, as you can see. It comes with a download code for a behind-the-scenes video. Really funny and worth checking out. I'm sure it has already been leaked somewhere online, but yeah, it comes with a download video, the physical disc. It's not included in the digital one. Next up, there we go. That's why I have this one open here actually. The physical disc will be out in Europe and in North America in August. And I am quite certain you will also be able to buy it at the coming fan festival over in Europe. Then right now, over in Japan, we have the Game Music Jam Level 1 that's taking place this weekend. There was a concert yesterday, there will be one today and one again tomorrow in the Lala Arena, Tokyo Bay. I'm mentioning this one because the Primals are a big part of this first concert that they are making here, Square Enix, the first music jam. So they will have a 3 concert this week and will come right over here to Europe, to Berlin, to perform at the fan festivals. They have quite a busy schedule ahead. And I'm pretty certain, the way they hyped this event up, that there will be something like a CD or something like that coming from this event. I'm sure they are recording the music there as well, and we can look forward to that too. Next, that's not new. The Square Enix Relax Crystals Chillwave Volume 2 will be out in September. That's not new. However, what is new? We now have previews for the track. And there is one Final Fantasy XIV track on there, The Ancient City. So let's give this one a listen real quick. Really gorgeous new arrangement of the track that plays in the Lost City of Amdapor. And on this CD there are other tracks, as you can see here, that are part of Final Fantasy XIV in some way. We have the Prelude that's part of 14, Battle at the Big Bridge, Song of the Ancients that's part of 14, even though it's from Nier. We have Weight of the World that's part of 14 in some way. Blinded by Light, which is from Final Fantasy XIII, also was featured in an event in 14. Awakening from the new Lion's Raid. We have, what else? Kaine is in there. So we have a lot of tracks on this CD that are in part also available in 14. So please look forward to many more amazing tracks that will come with this new Chillwave CD. And last but not least, the official news. We have a message from Final Fantasy XIV for the streaming of the concert. Or rather, the message is from Thancred, aka Peter Brandhill, who is promoting the stream ticket sale. If you cannot be in Berlin yourself, you can easily get streaming tickets.
Are you an adventurer unable?
Let's do this one from the beginning again.
Are you an adventurer unable to attend our upcoming fantastic festival? Fear not. The featured musical performances can be viewed remotely with a paid ticket. The wonders of Alexandrian broadcasting technology. Should you have access to a terminal, you can purchase your ticket today. Not the Songbirds, you say?
Really looking.
A piano performance from Miss Keiko on the first evening.
Yeah.
Followed by an appearance of the Primals on the second. By the 12. I best inform the other Scions immediately.
Yeah, please look forward to that one. It will be an amazing event, and yeah, you can get the tickets now. Links can be found on the Lodestone. And that is it for the official Final Fantasy XIV music news for this week. So let's head back to regular scene. There we go. A few more personal music news this week. Or actually news for the Final Fantasy XIV Fan Festival first. Let's do that one first. I will be there as a regular Final Fantasy XIV fan. I did not yet get into the media section. I will still message Square Enix about it. I really want to get in there, and as long as the event has not happened, I will try my best to actually get in. However, I will be at the fan festival regardless. I will take part with on the sticket. What was that word? Sticker trade. Why did I? Anyway, that will take place on the second day. It's actually completely what's it called, community organized, but I'm sure that they are aware, Square Enix is aware that this will happen, the event. And I have my stickers here ready. I will take them with me already on the first day, so if you want a sticker of my Lalafell, there we go, just hit me up and you can trade one with me, or even get one for free. I should have enough of them with me, hopefully, at least according to what other people mentioned, how many you will need. I should have enough of them ready. And also, if you are mentioning the Final Fantasy XIV Hunt website to me, or just these weekly music streams, both work, then also please remind me that I have, and I almost dropped it now, trading cards of my Lalafell with art from the amazing Yomi. Yomigami, that's the whole name. And this one is a bit special. That's a test with some glitter over the top. The ones I have are not glitter, but this one is just a piece that I printed myself. But the other ones are very, very nicely printed ones. You can get one of these for yourself. They are limited in quantity. But if you want one, please let me know by mentioning these streams or that you enjoy the Final Fantasy XIV Hunt website. And I will give you one. They're up here right now for you to take a look at them. And one more thing I wanted to mention. Yesterday was a very big event taking place over in Oceania on the, does it say here? On the Material Data Center. It doesn't say which server it was, but it has once again been made by J Jamin and his team. They had their metal. It was a metal event, more or less, full of metal tracks and covers. It was called Limit Break. That one took place yesterday, featuring a lot of tracks here from a lot of amazing artists, cover artists, as well as, for example, Husky by the Geek. Trey Watson was there. Michael Lavelle was there. A lot of big people, as well as Jason Charles Miller as a secret surprise. I have linked this video down below in the description. You can watch it yourself. It was an amazing event, really fun to watch yesterday. So please take a listen. I cannot stream most of these songs here because they have some very copyrighted music. Even the audio over on the Twitch channel did actually stop at some points during the stream because of, well, the music that has been played there. But it was an amazing event. Thank you very much to Jay Jamming and his full team for this amazing event. please take a listen. And also Husky by the Geek, by the way, Heaven's Ward boss theme, a new track that he created solely for this event, or new cover that he made for this event here. Was really, really amazing. Now, let's take a sip of my iced coffee here. Now, for the actual stream today, gotta prepare some stuff here. First of all, my big goal before the end of Dawn Trail is to get all of the orchestrion roles that are available. And it's looking good. Let me pull up the counter here and update it, because as of yesterday, I am down to 2 roles to go. I was really... Was it lucky or not? Maybe slightly lucky, but yesterday I finally managed to finish the Alliance raid. Windthirst, all the music roles or the Christian roles that are available there. Again, I'm not sure if it's lucky, but I did run Windthirst 5 times this week for the final 4 roles, but yesterday I managed to get the last one. So the Raid 2 category is now also fully filled, and there are just 2 orchestrion roles left for me to get. The first one is over here. Oh, and the others. Battle 2 from Final Fantasy XIII. That one is the biggest obstacle for me to get through, because that one is tied to Blue Mage, and I am really bad at Blue Mage, and I will have to defeat the latest Carnival stage, or the final Carnival stage, and I simply don't have the attacks yet for beating him. And yeah, I did follow a guide, attempted a few times to follow the guide that shows you how to do it with all of the spells that are available. When the guide said, okay, the first half of the fight should now be finished, the boss should have 0 HP at this point. I looked at mine and I'm still over 60% HP. So yeah, that's really doesn't work too great yet. I will have to get a lot of spells somehow for Blue Mage in order to get this one down. Also, there is not just a orchestrion role tied to this, there's also a trading card over in the gold saucer. Therefore, I will have to... where is it? It's even further in. Yeah, actually. It's one of these ones here. Maybe this one. Anyway, there's a trading card associated with that one as well. So I will have to get through this carnival stage, unless there is a tiny slither of hope of possibility that this one might be available for the upcoming Moogle Treasure Trove. They sometimes include such special scrolls in there as well, such special orchestrion rolls and cards that are tied to other duties. Maybe it will be there. That would make it slightly easier. Another one, although the second one that's missing, is this one here. What Angel Wakes Me, Scions and Sinners instrumental. And that one is tied, as you can probably tell by the location I'm in, to Pilgrim's Traverse, the latest deep dungeon. I will have to get to Stone 30, or the 30th floor, in order to finish this quest. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think it's the 30th floor that I have to get to. I went in here once, a few times actually, and I did beat the boss at 10. So now I can continue from there, and hopefully we'll get to 30, maybe even today. We will see. So I will do that in the background. Hopefully it won't be too distracting me from the amazing cover tracks that I have found this week. But yeah, that's the idea, what I will do today while listening to the music. So let's get things ready now. Gonna turn in-game sounds completely off, which will make it even more interesting and dangerous to do, yeah, kind of. And let's get everything set up here with our first track. This week the algorithms actually worked just fine. They really showed me a lot of great cover tracks. I have a pretty long list here of tracks to showcase. So I'm happy that the algorithms seem to slowly revert back to how they were last time they actually were working. Anyway, we have the first one here, a guitar cover of Footfalls Endwalker by tobi. So let's start with that one, and I will go into Stone 11 and see how things will shake out. So let's go. And I will adjust the volume as we go. Very nice guitar sound. Ooh, 2 guitars. Ooh, that was that's a nice entrance with this solo here, this part. I just love the Heavensward theme still. Such an amazing track that Thoken just came up with in a very short notice. On a very short notice, just, yeah. Amazing what he can do. I shouldn't sing over it. It will mute or duck the volume. Ooh, that was nice. That was nice, actually. Hey. Actually. Here we go. Really nice phrasing. Really gorgeous phrasing here. Oh, down an octave. Oh yeah. That's one very short floor here, and that was one very amazing cover track. Thank you very much for this guitar solo to Tobi. The next one on my list for today, a new cover by an old-time favorite of mine. They don't release too many covers, but every time they do, I'm just in awe about what they can do and how they can manipulate the music in a way that I didn't think possible. It's HYPERPEACE with Daring Alliances as a metal cover. So let's go. At first you would think it's not really metal, but that's with all their tracks. I've not listened to this one, by the way. It's first time for me, but I know that it always starts simple, and then it will evolve. Although I wonder why there is no video yet. There it is. Now that it's metal, there it is. Oh boy, damage dealt decreased, great. It's a very interesting chord arrangement, or some very interesting chords for this cover. Different to the original and just give it a very new feeling. Very, very interesting. Ooh, now we change rhythm. Rhythmic pattern change. As well as key change. Now gorgeous solo over top. Let's do it. Not a bird. Now showing off. That's amazing. Amazing cover. Amazing riff here. Another alteration. Let's do one just for funsies. I didn't think the portal would be over here, by the way. But here it is. And that was once again an amazing performance by HYPERPEACE. Thank you very much for this amazing metal cover track. Oh, and would you look at that? I'm a ghost. It doesn't run out. Okay, good. The next track on my list is possibly my most favorite track from Final Fantasy XIV. Still, to this day. And it's actually not done by Soken, it's a track from Nobuo Uematsu. Twilight over Thanalan. Especially the version that was once played at the Distant Worlds concert. That one, I think, is the most amazing version of this track. Sadly, I missed the concert back then. For some reason I thought, yeah, I still have way more than enough time to get the tickets for the concert, and then it was sold out within, I think, an hour. So I missed that one, sadly, live, but we do have the recording still. However, what I wanted to say, it is one of my favorite tracks, and we have a new cover of this track here by gaじゅまる. He covered Twilight over Thanalan as a guitar cover. So let's dive right in. I can't really tell you why this track resonates with me so much. It's just... simply has a very special feeling. The chords and the melody. Slight change in the melody. Still. Or not still. Beautifully done. Irony to have a safety here and me stepping in a trap right before the safety. Gorgeous performance of Twilight over Thanalan. Thank you very, very much to gaじゅまる. Arigatou gozaimasu. Next on the list we have a duet of sorts, or a collaboration. That's the word here. We have the VTuber Symphony Orchestra, as well as Obake Pam channel, and they created a cover of Dragonsong. But as you can see, I'm not subscribed to the VTuber Symphony Orchestra, so let's do that first. And now let's enjoy their collaboration of Dragonsong together. Let's go. I have not heard this one yet. Either. Actually didn't listen to most of the tracks today. Let's give this one a go. Swift passage on the next one. Nice.
Children of the land, do you hear echoes of truths that once rang clear? Two souls intertwined, one true love they did find, bringing that and heaven's near. But flames that burned full bright soon fell down. Memories dimmed by shadowed hearts.
There we go, a bit louder now.
Watching as their worlds drift apart. One soul's cry, a house of dwelling within.
As a recreation of the track. Sounds very close to the original one. It's not the original. Just very, very close. Beautifully done. We'll have the horn in the background. Gorgeous stable voice and slight vibrato when needed. Not always there. Really nice control over the voice. Beautiful pronunciation of the words.
This I fear I'll never know.
Beautifully done. Thank you for this gorgeous cover. And I really should be getting on to the next floor, otherwise time will run out. But there are way too many enemies here on this floor. I'm sure we'll be fine. Next on my list we have a cover, another collaboration, if you want to say so, from Laina Pupperino, who used the track or backing track from Husky by the Geek for their cover of Be My Honey. And since it's a new channel, let's subscribe to them right away, so that I will get notified whenever they upload new music. Let's go. By the way, yes, Husky always says if somebody wants to use his tracks as backup, feel free to do so. Just ask him first, obviously, but he usually says yes to such requests. Heavily processed voice here, or a very cheap mic in order to record music. I would say it's probably the processing. That one's definitely processing, yeah. Which isn't a bad thing in itself. Here's you stylized. Oh, Husky solo in the background.
But I can make you smile. No nectar sweeter, sweetie. I'll drive you wild. My heart is purest lace and lace of purest pride. My bells are wildflowers begging for your eyes. My lips are poison and waiting to collide. Come play with me, darling. You'll be surprised. Outshine the stars in the sky. I want to see my name painted in light.
Really gorgeous spoken part.
I will do just anything, but there's always something more. There's always something more.
Very well done, that spoken part. That sounded really nice. Ooh, that was nice. That last word. Very well pronounced. And delivered. Gorgeously done. Thank you very, very much. And we are getting on quite well in here. I'm not gonna say too much right now because you never know what's gonna happen in these deep dungeons. It's simply a lot of enemies on all these floors. But I could get some quite good... Did get some progress in there. Luckily. At 18. Soon will be the next boss at 20. Now, before I do this next one here, quickly how I usually get these, or set up for these streams, how I search for new cover tracks. I have a few search queries that I frequent throughout the week that give me mixed results sometimes, but because I'm not just searching on one platform, actually searching on multiple platforms for new cover tracks, I have quite a broad spectrum that I can cover, and sometimes I find some new gems on places I didn't think looking at first. Sadly, I won't always find every new cover track that has been released throughout the week, simply because the search algorithms don't want me to see them, or so. They think I don't want to listen to some of these tracks, and then I sadly miss them. So if you have noticed that I'm missing a track, that I'm missing an artist that I've never featured before, it might simply be because these algorithms didn't want me to see them. So please let me know in the chat, please let me know in the comments on the YouTube VODs, and I will very gladly add them to my list, very gladly subscribe so that I won't miss any new tracks from them, so that I can check them all out and add all of them to the Hunt website, to the cover section, so that more and more people will be able to enjoy the amazing music genius that we have here in Final Fantasy XIV from all the people that create cover tracks. And this next one here I found on a Google search actually. It didn't show up on YouTube, but I'm glad it did show up through Google for me. A cover, a string quartet cover, or medley actually. So let's subscribe to them right away first. Featuring the cellist Simon Huber. And I think it's 2 tracks. I'm not gonna play it yet. Each Drop and the Ewer Brimmeth as a string quartet cover. Let's dive right in. Ewer Brimmeth from Old Charlian, the day theme. Nice melody change there. Interesting. Let's go take it down, the melody from high to low. Very interesting. That's a lot of enemies in here right now. On this 19th floor. But I'm sorry I didn't really say much, I just enjoyed the cover. And didn't really have to add too much because it was just really, really amazing. The next one on my list is a bar performance from a channel I've featured quite a few times before and always love to feature. Happy Tunes Shiva, and this week they released a cover. Ah, great, and I have a mimic right here. So we'll have to focus, but this week they released a cover of Ruby Sunrise, the Costa del Sol theme. Let's go. It fits the temperatures here. Sadly. It's very... way too hot actually. Love the drums. see if there are more blue chests over here. Nope. Let's head over to the boss. Very interesting arena. Thank you for this amazing uplifting cover that brought me here to my next boss battle, and to really be able to focus on the boss, I'm gonna turn in-game music back on, or in-game sounds back on. It's the first time I'm doing this boss. I know how it works, but I've never played it, so that would be a first for me. Let's see. Oh, that was close, actually. Didn't know that would be a wall over there. I know how it works theoretically, but doing it is still the other thing. Just because you know something doesn't mean anything, really. Let's see. Take it slow. I'm not gonna try and do anything too stupid. Should just be rinse and repeat from here on out, so let's see. I was wrong. Didn't see that vine there. Yeah, it really is just rinse and repeat until the boss is dead, I guess. Well, that's a bad placement, but it worked. A little bit off with my timings there, but it's okay. We're at 33%, so... that was a bad angle. That one definitely helps if you have sound enabled, so you can hear charges of the feet. That's better. That was wrong. Actually, that's not a lot of damage, actually. I thought there would be more damage, but no. Almost didn't hurt. Get hit by one of those AoEs. Which is nice. Obviously. There we go. Second boss done. Good. And with that, let me quickly reset the camera, because after a while the camera will go out of sync. And therefore the music, the audio and the video won't align properly anymore. I still could not figure out why that is actually the case. But turning it off and on again usually helps. There we go. And we are off to 10 more floors. And we have still more music to go through. I'm only halfway through, I think, through my list for this week. So obviously, we continue. Next track is already locked and loaded. It's a vocal cover of Athena, the Tireless One, in French, performed by TBK. So let this one guide us into the next 10 floors.
Toute son histoire et tous ses secrets dévoilés par ma divine réalité, ma main tracée, ce nous sublimer. Sans moi tu n'es rien, tu ne peux me renier, idiot jusqu'au bout.
I already know her voice. I really enjoy everything she does. Ooh, goosebumps. Gorgeous track, also gorgeous piano track. Very nice to pull that one back again dynamically. Ooh. Very smart to go back down again. contrast.
Noble sauvage voleur lettré, suivez-moi loin du danger. Fier et cupide, tu cultives ses vices, pourris et fétides, les fruits de ton caprice. Viens goûter.
I wonder who. The bell music, the backup cover track. Very interesting. Nice here. Let's have some fun. Oh, nice. Ooh, that outro. Very interesting outro there. Gorgeous cover track. Merci beaucoup. That was really, really nice. And fit the scenery here quite well, actually. Next one on the list, another new entry that I managed to find this week. And again, I have not heard this one yet. The Mirror, performed by the Archive at Nowhere. And I should pay more attention to the game, actually. And they have released a few more tracks already. I don't know why they never popped up in my search results. I'm glad they did this week. And I will incorporate their other tracks into the coming weeks. But for today, we have The Mirror. Let's go. Very music heavy, I would say. Focus is more on the music in the mix. So very close to the original in game. Which is sad because I really like the voice. The voices, both. A lot of mix this week, or this time. Amazing cover of The Mirror. Performed by The Archive at Nowhere, and please look forward to more tracks by them in the coming weeks. That was really amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. Now the next track is once again one that is not, well, difficult to say if it is part of Final Fantasy XIV, because it's actually a track that only exists in Final Fantasy XIV, but it's through the Neo raid that it got in. It's Weight of the World Prelude, the version that only exists in Final Fantasy XIV, here as a cover on classical guitar by a new channel, coobstring. By the way, I'm sorry for mispronouncing any of the names. I'm trying my best here. So let's subscribe to them right away and play the track. I have not listened to that one yet, so I don't know what's coming. Well, I mean, I know the track, but I don't know this cover version of it. Nice. The break right before this section. That was really nice, really well done. Nice phrasing there. There just was the prelude, actually. The prelude melody. That's an interesting layout to start. just in awe by the music. Not really saying much due to it. I'm just enjoying it really thoroughly. Love the very nice deep sound of that guitar. Beautifully done. Thank you truly for this gorgeous cover of Weight of the World Prelude. And now we are coming to another one of my favorite tracks. As I said before, the Twilight over Thanalan might be my most favorite track from 14. And the next track here, The Promise of Tomorrow, is one of, if not my most favorite track from Dawn Trail, actually, from the whole expansion. It just it completes Dawn Trail in a sense to me. It is the track that plays at the end of 7.3, so it is really the conclusion, but it also thematically or musically completes Dawn Trail for me. And it's just a gorgeous track. Oh, we have one actually that's an Enrage in here. Okay. Gotta be careful of those. If I accidentally pull another one. Or a second one. And here we have, by the way, a piano cover of said track. The Promise of Tomorrow by TeRyDmusic. Let's go. They obviously have to look at the chest, right? Okay, not worth it. Just these chords here right now, they are just the most beautiful thing. That melody there, it's just... I don't know what it is about it, just... Pure nostalgia, somehow. Beautifully done. Thank you for another amazing cover track to TeRiDmusic. Yeah, let's just use this one. There we go. Next one on the list by an artist that not sure he sleeps, or I don't know, yeah. Because he is still releasing for more than a month now a cover track per day, a piano cover every single day of the week. And I had to choose from the last 7, because I only play 1 per week from every channel, so I had to choose, or wanted to choose one, and I thought, let's pick a track that is actually pretty rare inside Final Fantasy XIV. I think it only plays once or twice during very special instances throughout Stormblood, throughout the main scenario. It doesn't exist otherwise in any way, shape or form. It's the track that I probably cannot pronounce correctly. Procedamus in Peace. You will find, you will probably, if you play the game, you will know right away when this one plays. And here we have it now as a piano cover while I fight another mimic. Let's go. By the way, I'm just listening to the music, I'm just enjoying the amazing rendition that we hear once again from sodaorat. Actually, I didn't say their name before. The channel name. Has these hopeful notes in this melody, but you clearly know that it's a sad song. That something bad had happened right before this track. Beautifully done. Thank you for another amazing cover. Now, next track, I was waiting for her to upload a new cover, and I'm glad we got one now. Bajiru Music covered Escape. Let's go. As a Russian version, actually.
You like this one?
Ooh, that's a nice one. Or RU might be something else. Bit late there. RU might refer to something else. Ooh. That's very impressive. Stone 27. Okay, I have to go this way. Have an enemy coming from the back there. Gotta be careful. As long as I know it's coming, it's good. Very interesting interpretation of this track. And very impressive voice as well. Thank you very, very much. Have a few more covers to go through. It should just end up nicely. Probably slightly before the final floor. It will depend on what other enemies I will get, obviously. Next one on the list. A Bard performance cover. Oh, intuition. That's okay. A Bard performance cover by Ariq and Aria of the Quali. And they played for us. I had to write it down here. Paved with Resolve is actually the name of the track. And thank you for the nice messages in the chat. I'm always sorry, I'm not really used to looking over to the chat, especially if I have to fight so many enemies here. At the same time, I'm still learning to do that. But thank you for the nice words. I'm always trying my best every week to do this, except next week, because I will be in Berlin on the enjoying the fan festival. So I probably won't be able to do a stream there. Can I can stun him, good, okay. That's a new enemy model here. So we'll see what I'm doing, what I will do next week, but I definitely will want to do a stream of some sorts. But now to the next track. Again, Paved in Solitude, or as they call it, the Interfoss Phase 2. As a Bard performance. Let's go. Track that part of the fight actually only takes about 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes most. But the track itself, I just had to check, is roughly 6 or 7 minutes long, and most people never actually hear the second half of the track. Which is sad, because it really evolves. It has a lot of different melodies in there, a lot of different ways to play the melodies from Dawntrail. It's sad that people actually don't know how the track ends. Or what else is in there. So many enemies on this floor, what the heck? Really well done with the harp in the background there. Or it wasn't harp, it was more flute-ish. Regardless, very well done. The arpeggio just before. Now again. It's more a string actually. On the right side. Let's get that one and get to the next stone, because that floor is cursed. It didn't work. Oh well. And obviously we start with a mimic. That will bode well for this floor, once again. Yes, there's actually this melody in this track as well. A lot of people never make it to this far. Another one coming right away. It is the final floor before the boss, so it should be okay to spend some more time here, but still, that's again a lot of enemies. Really enjoy this cover a lot. And that's the place where it actually loops. Oh, slowing it down? Very interesting ending. To slow it down there. Thank you for another great cover. And I'm looking forward to many, many more still. And the next one actually got posted only 3 hours ago. We have a blue chest over there. Let's see if I can get this one. It was only posted 3 hours ago, so it's very brand new. Another bar performance. This time, Answers by Alan Vallin, who is a very amazing violin player in real life. So let's see how good his skills are in game. Let's go. Still have way more than enough time for the final battle, so I can take my time fighting these ones here to get the blue chest over there. Or the silver chest, actually, it's silver. Or supposed to be silver. Ah, obviously. Another battle. We even get the cutscene for the final boss. Fallen grace, forgiven treachery. Ooh, that's a look. Good thing it's covered by the browser window. Now I don't like to interrupt the performance that we have, so let's keep that one up while we try to fight the final boss here. For the very first time. I don't know what's gonna happen. Well, I know what's gonna happen, but I have never done the fight. That is the first time for me. That's the outside first. It's gonna go. That's random, okay. It is random. And now the discs spinning clockwise. And I'm gonna take my sweet time with this boss. There is no need to rush him. And now that one. The following AoEs that I have a lot of trouble with due to my connection. Actually, I can keep him here. That's a mean combination here. Especially that one. That was very mean. But I got him. Now speeding up the tempo again in the music. Very well done. Thank you for this gorgeous cover of answers. And now let me turn in-game sounds back on if I am able to. For this final battle real quick. And also get that one out of the way. Just so we can enjoy, or that I can enjoy this battle, hopefully. Or definitely then enjoy the final cutscene once we get to it. We are at 72% or 73%. Still 10 minutes left to go, so more than enough time. However, let me use Commander of Strength as well as Commander of Steel. We'll just make it slightly quicker there, since I have them. I must say that the most difficult part is the first boss on Stone 10. As weird as it sounds, that is the most difficult part for solo players. Once you have that one down, it's actually pretty easy. I'm not gonna say it too loud out yet. You never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, the two more commanders, especially the commander of steel helps a lot. Halfway down. So far so good. It's really just rinse and repeat at this point. Nothing new will come anymore. Just gonna keep on fighting him. I do have to step up my game though, it does take a bit longer than I anticipated, to be honest. Which is most probably part of my ether pool not really being high enough yet. We are at 27% and 5, well, we have more than 4 minutes left, so yeah, it's actually gonna be a tighter race than I thought it would be. Would be sad to time out right now. Let's see, actually let's already use another Commander of Strength, because the other one would otherwise run out before the end. Let's keep the damage up. Or the damage up, actually. 2.5 minutes for the final 11%. It's gonna be a tight race, not gonna lie. And my burst windows are not aligned anymore. I don't really have the time to align them. % left. But done! Just in time. Which I'm really happy about. Because I really didn't want to go back to the first floor and do everything all over again. Forgiven treachery slain. Let's see, what's the score? I have no idea if that's a good one or not. It's the first time I'm here, so it is what it is. Now I have one more quest, but slightly misaligned, so let's quickly refresh. The camera here. And now let's do... Yeah, you're a good boy. Let's do that quest and get the music scroll that I was waiting for. Dian is eyeing you critically. Have you news I should hear? Welcome, Wanderer. And we still have the word Wanderers already. Or we have it everywhere. Oh, is that so? A senior donning robes of the clergy? That does sound promising. Tell me more. Thin branch that my mind's eye can pursue to the fullest portrait. Either I mistake the shape and making quite, or else you faced an arbiter of light. 'Twould be best to send for the king. Although considering your bond, your battle may already be old news. A moment, if you please. Oi ois wit, put your griddle around about a Megan 40 wingbeats. That didn't sound very polite. Have you fathomed why burning juniper incense can summon the fairy king to your side? Actually, no. I don't know why that's the case. Of course you haven't, you're an only mortal. As innocent as a bairn of 5 summers on the eve of your baptism. One more sleep and you will be welcomed into the lathe of the first light. But not all children were so lucky. Those who died before baptism could not receive light's blessings. They could not be reborn, instead their souls were condemned to wander these lands as pixie kind. However, not all pixies are made this way. Take a mortal youth, no older than 16, lead them into the kingdom of rainbows by intent or happenstance. Should they follow their breadcrumbs safely back, let none be the wiser. Should their heart cry out for home, let mortality embrace their mossy bones. But should they be of that rare disposition, one that longs for magics, fell and fancy fey, those are the pilgrims that wander evermore. To revels do they turn their mind, to dreams of wings and pixie kind. No food nor rest feign they to take, forever after ne'er to wake. So all the fays are children, basically. Exhausted and enthralled, the dreamer dies, and besides their remains blooms a solitary flower. The dewy petals hold a wayward youth who purged the immortal grossness and seized the likeness of their desire. One who's browned their fate, a mad bloom. Ooh. Yes, our King Titania was once a mortal like yourself, a mortal baptized in the Church of the First Light. Had their body lain in a chapel, juniper incense would have been burnt in their honor. There is something so familiar, so comforting about juniper smoke. For a moment the soul remembers where it belongs, and the smoke in turn embraces it. So to your censer king may fly, welcome within the church as one of its faithful deceased. I trust this was isn't annoying or conjuring you with mischief. Perish the thought, but I sing your majesty's praises as the most audacious pilgrim this land has ever known. Traversing walls and wards, life and death, even the boundary twixt mortal and fey, no other makes such delightful mockery of barriers. Well, never have I been so needlessly flattered. 'Tis only natural to seek roses despite the briar. Those who would not dare a pricked finger seem far stranger to me. So yeah, quite the revelation there about where Titania came from, or our king, Feoul. Also it says you have something to report. I would hear it from your lips, my sapling. Tell me everything. Yeah, let's ignore what we just heard for a second there. Then our discoveries have aligned. While you were visiting chapels, my keepers were sifting through books. Among them we found records of a great archbishop passing before the Val of Wilbur. His death dissolved the church's hierarchy, as no successor could be named. Slain by sin eaters, officially. Yet in disgrace we know the need to dig up lies, bury the deed. Likely the archbishop became a sin eater. That a few records were obfuscated would hardly be surprising, given the church's declining reputation at the time. I believe so. The vestments of the Eater you encountered match those in the Archbishop's portrait all too well. After turning, he must have been locked away where none could find him, fated to wander the ruins of his faith forevermore. You may have been freed from the thrones of light, but the Archbishop would have known no such relief. Perhaps that what remained of him was calling out, begging to be put to rest, that he might know death as one of the faithful in spite of the monster he had become. "'Tis done, your majesty. In the church way paths his sprite will glide no longer. History shall inter the first light beside him, its legacy as brief as lightning in the collided night. Centuries will bury its stone, and millennia will erase its name." Do you think so? You and your comrades once traveled to the stars and back, and as I tracked the pretty glimmer of your mortal lives, I could not help but wonder. So she knows, actually. Were there always Fae, no friend? The Church of the First Light, who woes us into their stories, stories repeated for lifetime on end. Their devotion may well have created us. Belief has been known to change the world, has it not? Yeah, sadly, sometimes. For good or better. Or worse. For better or worse, that's the saying. So even though, should the church be forgotten in name, its legacy will live on. It lives in every one of us. In all the different folks that are here. Farewell, Archbishop. I may never remember you, nor the mortal I once was. But beyond the yew tree, I found something beautiful. A very nice closure to this chapter. Not exactly heart-proof, but you did well enough. Of all the Sin Eaters likely to organize a funeral, a lonely Archbishop does fit the part. Now all is done, and all is clear with nothing left for us to fear. Except perhaps now there's the catch. Upon the church remains the latch. The wards that keep us high and dry stay mum us to the reason why. What else inside drives us away? What deigns not suffer any fay? Alas, once more in chapel lies the truth behind this ill surprise. Or perhaps the Archbishop simply forgot to turn the spell off. Happens to the best of us. There are more floors, more stones to go through. The distant sanctums now accessible. 31 and beyond. And with that, let's get one more. And change the counter here. One orchestrion roll to go. The one I dread the most. The one we get from Blue Mage. It is the final one. All others in here have been collected. At least until we get patch 7.55, where they surely will add more, as well as 7.56 with the second half of the story. Oh well, so be it. The thing is though, I have one last cover track that I can present to you. So let's turn the sound off real quick. And actually it's a very special cover track, because you see, last week I opened up the generator, the random cover idea generator over on my Hunt website. And that one here popped up, Blood for Blood in the style of grunge. That was 1 week ago when this one popped up, and for some unknown reason I thought, let's give this a go. And here it is. My newest cover, not yet finished fully, there are still some tiny edits I will do, but it's around 99% done. I present to you my newest cover, Blood for Blood, as a grunge cover. It is fully done synthesized, so with synthesizers on PC, there are no real instruments in there, so I didn't play the guitar or the bass. It was all done with a keyboard, with that one here. Nonetheless, played by myself on this keyboard. So here we go, Blood for Blood as a grunge cover. I thought, let's just record some footage from Frontlines, where this track is used. It's very synth heavy, grunge, I know. I really like this part here. I don't know, listening to it so multiple times, I noticed that there is a choir in the background in the original, so I had to add one as well here. I'm not the best at PvP, so I actually did get defeated during this recording, but it doesn't matter. It's just something to stand in to watch while listening to the track. And up until last night at 11 PM, the song ended here, but I thought I liked the second part so much, let's add it once again. that's the latest cover that I've been working on throughout the week. And I will release that today. I will put it out onto YouTube and link it also down below in the description once it's out, where I will also link all the other tracks that have been showcased today, and I will also put them over onto the Hunt website. Let's open that one back up again on the weekly music section. I will link them into the episode, and obviously all the other cover tracks can be found here too that have been previously listened to. And this week, I've completely forgot about that one, I added a new section, lyrics. I have now made the ability, or finally have the ability to add lyrics to the website. And I have added all the official lyrics that are part of the blog, Final Fantasy XIV blog. I've added them all into here already. And I'm adding more and more as time goes on. So for example, if you want to do Scream, you can go here and see now the song text, the lyrics for Scream. Or also if you go through the tracks here and open up a track, you can then click on the lyrics button here and see the lyrics to said track. Next thing then will be the scores as well that I want to add. So I'm still working on it. There will always be more things to do to enhance the experience and give you more tools for your own music making. And now with that has been a very nice eventful day, eventful stream. I managed to get another orchestrion roll, so one more to go until they add more. But my goal of having all of them for the end of Endwalker, not the end of Dawntrail, we are in Dawntrail, is in sight. Although the one that's left right now is the hardest to do. I mean, that one has been in there since Endwalker. Somewhere during Endwalker they added that one, and I still couldn't get it. So that one will take a while, but I want to get it before Dawntrail ends, with all the others that will be added. So thank you very much for tuning in. The vault and everything will be available after stream on the Hunt website, and I will add, as mentioned in the description, all the tracks that have been played today. Please give it a moment. It always takes actually a few hours until I can really edit it and add all the stuff. After stream it will start processing, and during the processing it doesn't always react properly when I add the stuff. So please give it a moment, but it will be in there for you to listen to without me talking over it. Have a wonderful week. Next week, again, I will be in Berlin at the Final Fantasy XIV Fan Festival, if everything goes right. Therefore, there will be no stream. I might do it once I'm back. Yeah, I will probably, I will see. Just keep an eye out on social media, keep an eye out on Discord. Links are also down below in the description over on YouTube and on Twitch. They should be in there as well. So keep an eye out there for the next announcement when the next stream will be happening. And until then, have a wonderful week, wonderful end of the week, wonderful start into new week. To everyone at FanFest, if you hit me up again, you can get either sticker, you can trade stickers with me, or get one of these token cards if you tell that you came from the stream, or if you know the Final Fantasy XIV Hunt website, then you will get one of these cards. Supplies while they last. I don't have too many of them, but I will gladly give them away to people. Have a wonderful Sunday. Until next time, goodbye. And as always, last but not least, we have seen them before already, but thank you to all the supporters over on Ko-fi, Joseph Brown, Leakiti, and all the subscribers over on Patreon, Body Liberty, Blanket Fort, Tortellini, Maginat, Cassistel, Glory Wood, and Artanas. And once again, sorry for mispronouncing any of the names today. I'm always really trying my best. Have a wonderful time. Until next time, goodbye.